I hope to show others that you don't have to know that you're dying to start living.
Friday Night Lights will have a different feel in Peoria tomorrow night. Liberty High School opens the football season and will honor a very well-known alumnus.
21-year-old Zach Hunzinger died on July 5th after a grueling 4-year battle with bone cancer.
12 News followed Zach's journey through his ups and downs. Sadly, Zach will now only be on campus in spirit.
As Joe Dana explained, Zach was writing a book when he passed away, a book that for the moment isn't finished.
Our life is a book.
He truly chose what he was going to get out of each moment in life.
Zach Hunzinger believed we are the author.
And the question is, what are you going to focus on?
A book has a setting.
Can you tell me what this room means to you guys?
To me, it's kind of like walking into a memory, because Zach and I would watch Law and Order and have a sleepover. That was going to be us. We were supposed to be Phoenix police officers together.
There are symbols.
His football jersey is number 50. It was 50 because he always wanted to be a police officer.
A good book has comic relief.
He loved wearing overalls. I don't know where he got that from.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Like farmer overalls.
Yeah, he had the denim.
And of course, a good book inspires.
He also wanted to just teach other people that you don't need to know that you're dying to start living. Live the life that you want now, even if there's obstacles.
Zach Hunzinger's obstacle was bigger than most will ever face, an aggressive form of osteosarcoma that ravages the body with tumors.
Now that I'm dying, and the little things have meant more to me now than ever.
That was Zach on a fitness podcast in June. Despite a diagnosis the end was near, that the surgeries weren't enough.
So they had to remove my whole left lung, my pericardial sac of the heart, and then my pulmonary vein.
Zach was still making plans to keep living.
I wanted the book to be as raw as it could be.
He was writing an actual book. The title, You versus You.
It doesn't have to be cancer. I wanted to just be about overcoming anything that you think of.
It took me a long time to get through that darkness.
It reads like a memoir of a kid forced to grow up too fast.
Tears just going down my face, lasting for hours. In over a month or two, I had no hair, was super pale, gained a lot of weight, and had crutches. In life, you must be your own captain. You must hold yourself accountable and push yourself to get over whatever life throws at you.
On Friday, the biggest rivalry football game of the year, Liberty High School will hold a fundraiser for funeral expenses and medical bills, selling shirts with Zach's motto.
Kids that he grew up with went to Sunrise. Even though there's this great rivalry between the schools, it's a community of humanity.
One other thing about a good book, irony. Though Zach knew only he could accomplish feats like running again after losing his left lung,
2, 3, lies!
Zach's story is also about community.
He ended up drawing strength from everybody else.
Zach's twin brother and family, along with a community of supporters who rallied around him the last 4 years, will likely finish the book that Zach left incomplete.
Those times I felt alone, which is so crazy to think about because I literally had a whole army behind me.
My God, we're both parents, so as we sit here, we just want to tell his folks how much we're thinking about him. Yeah. And Joe, he sounds so remarkable, so strong. Do you have any insight into what was driving this ambition to become a police officer?
It's interesting because, of course, he wanted to be like his dad. He wanted to be an officer since he was old enough to walk. He also had a natural empathy, people said. And his father actually had the honor of placing an honorary badge on Zach, which you see there, last year when it became clear that his health wouldn't allow him to complete training needed to become a law enforcement official. What an emotional moment that was. But, Zach was also just an ambassador for the Phoenix Police Department. You think about it. During this time that being an officer is not easy,
of course,
for a lot of reasons, Zach talked about dreaming of wearing the uniform. He reminded other officers of the privilege it is to be a public servant. And they would get letters from officers and firefighters to this kid saying, "Thank you, you inspire me. Thank you for what you've said and what you were doing." And by the way, Zach's twin brother, Chase, also a servant at heart. Right now, he is training to become a Peoria firefighter. So tomorrow night, it's the game of the week for Friday Night Fever. And the Hunzinger family will be front and center there at the game. They will be celebrated, and it is quite a family.
You talk about having the right stuff. They obviously instilled the right stuff in him. And
Absolutely.
what a great cop he would have been.
Yeah, you said it.
Joe, thanks.